I'm going to show you guys how to access the Laney Library databases from home. So first of all, you can start from Google, and I'm just going to type in Laney Library database. So the first thing that comes up is the articles and databases here. So remember that for your rewrite of your problem solution paper, you need to find one academic article and find evidence from that article to support any one of your points, the problems or the solutions you came up with in your essay. So the librarian told us about a couple of databases. He recommended Academic OneFile, he recommended Opposing Viewpoints, and I believe he talked about Credo Reference. Is that right? Let's see. Oh, I think it was CQ Researcher. So these two, Opposing Viewpoints, CQ Researcher, and Academic OneFile. You can use this one too. You can use a film. Actually, no, not a film for this specific assignment, but for your research paper when you are off writing on your own topic, you can use a film. So I'm going to go into Academic OneFile. When I click on that, it's actually going to prompt you to put in your last name and your student ID number. So you need that information to be able to log on from home. But I already did that, so the computer remembered my login information. So remember, the librarian Jordan said you can search by a keyword here, but it's better to go up to advanced. And you don't want to use articles or conjunctions. You want to use the main ideas, those stronger words, the nouns, the verbs, to really get at, to be able to find an article that really matches the idea. So my idea is that teachers should be paid more in the United States, right? But that's way too many words. So I'm going to break that down into teachers, salary, United States. Remember, you never really want to use more than 5 words for your search. So keep it between 3 and 5 words, I think. So then I'm going to click search. You can sort by relevance. I'm actually going to sort by newest because I want to know what salaries are currently. So here's a good article. As I scroll through, I look at the different titles of the articles. Everything that you find in these library databases is okay to use for your paper because they have been vetted. That means these articles have been reviewed by scholars and that they are okay and valid for a research paper. So I'm going to look at this one here. It's from 2014, so it's pretty current. And I'll just kind of skim through this. This is a really important skill for when you're searching these databases and finding an article. You want to be able to just quickly read through to see if you can find the information that you need and if the article is going to be relevant for your own research. And it looks like it is. Look. It tells me what the starting teacher salary is for a teacher in San Francisco, and it's $47,000. When they're paying $3,000 a month for rent, that's not very much money. And remember that we're trying to use evidence that is very specifically supporting our points, that really shows and illustrates what my point is. So here's my evidence right here. Teachers need to make more money. For example, in San Francisco, the average teacher salary or teacher starts at $47,000. Rent prices are an average of $2,000. As you can see, teachers don't make enough money to really sustain a good lifestyle, something like that. So I found some really good evidence quickly for my paper. Let's try maybe a different search. Okay, so my argument is that American students need to believe in the idea we get smart. This idea actually is called the growth mindset. So I'm going to search for growth mindset and United States. Carol Dweck is the person who coined this term right here. So maybe we'll find an article from her. Who knows? Interesting. So you can sort by newest or relevant. This one looks good. Growth mindset gaining traction as school improvement strategy. So I'm looking at this, skimming quickly through here. And it looks like already there's a curriculum called Brainology, which provides 6 to 12 hours of online and in-person instruction over 5 to 12 weeks. It looks like some American schools are starting to teach the growth mindset. So you could use ideas from here to prove that Americans are already starting to adopt this mindset, and you can use research from here just to supplement your own ideas. I would even consider using maybe some of these facts and statistics here as a counter argument, saying, okay, well, while it's true that Brainology is gaining traction in the United States, the program is still only being used in 600 schools nationwide. It should be used in every school so that students are exposed to this idea all around the nation and not just in specific schools, something like that. You can use the evidence you find in a variety of ways. You can use it to support your arguments, to do a counter argument. You can find quotes to put into your conclusion. You can find, even in Catching Up or Leading the Way, some more statistics about the problem and add that to your introduction. The goal is that you're finding more specific facts and evidence to really illustrate your point, to really make a convincing argument. All right, hopefully this helped. Again, you can use Academic OneFile. You can also use, how do I get back there? Let's see. You can also use Opposing Viewpoints. In this specific database, you're going to be doing the same type of thing, advanced, trying out different keywords, test scores, United States, or maybe NCLB, effects, something like that. So just play around with different keywords, search. If you don't find anything, go back, try out a different variation, right? NCLB, consequences, use different synonyms, and I'm sure you guys will find some great articles to support your points. Email me if you have any questions. See you soon.